Welcome. My name is Bob Muenkel. You may know me as Uncle Muenkel. We all know that customers lie. Did you ever wonder why? Knowing this, along with the customer's defensive posture, explains why so many closing techniques fail. Before we begin, let's thank our sponsor, Englander. Englander has been changing the way people sleep since 1894. Englander mattresses are innovative and designed and built right here in the US, and they look and feel great. Best of all, they care about your business and will help you grow your sales. To learn more, contact Lou Page, President and CEO, or call your local sales representative. Tell them Uncle Muenkel sent you. Oh, one more thing. Stay tuned to the end for a special discount on all Uncle Muenkel online courses. Class is now in session. At this moment when a customer delivers an objection, let's go back in time and see how they got there. Now we know the root of the objection. It's either a lack of confidence, too much fear, or it's confusion. But let's go into the psychology of the customer. So you need to be the customer in this moment. You are shopping for a refrigerator and go into a store, you encounter a salesperson, apparently knows your stuff. And, they ask you a bunch of questions and, okay, let's take a look at this. It brings you over to a refrigerator. Now, what's interesting is that a lot of sales personnel sort of learn a pitch. What is a pitch? It's kind of this rehearsed sort of in order how they're going to present a brand and a product. It's a pitch. And they've honed it, they've practiced it, they've changed it over time, and they've developed this pitch. And they love the pitch because they think the pitch works and they're good at it. Okay, so the salesperson goes into the pitch and starts going through all these multiple different features in the refrigerator and kind of in order, all right, and actually doing a pretty good job. But at some point in time, you, the consumer, you have made a mental decision, no, I don't want this. And if you've got a time constraint, or maybe you've been in the store for a long while, and you consider it sort of time to go. You know that moment. No, not this store. You've decided this internally. You haven't said this out loud. So what are you going to do? The salesperson's kind of going through their pitch. You're not going to interrupt, like immediately say, hey, I'm not buying. You're not going to do that. No one does that, right? So instead, you're going to wait for a polite moment, a time when you can deliver the excuse. I got to think it over. I got to shop around. Got to talk to my husband, my wife. Got to go home and measure. Do you have a card? How late are you open? Think about that. Do you have a card? How late are you open? In essence, we're implying that we're coming back, but yet we know in this moment we're not coming back. It's a lie. We're not telling them the truth. And the reason we lie is we don't want to hurt their feelings. We don't want to be rude, but there's something else that's going on. We have a fear, an unstated fear, and that unstated fear is, well, if I give them a flimsy excuse that's not convincing, they're going to keep going. They're going to hard sell me. They're not going to let me out unscathed. And we don't want that. We've already made a decision as no, and now we want to leave, and we want to do it as politely and as quickly as possible. So we lie. And we lie to spare their feelings and try and make it as convincing as possible so that they don't keep going. They don't hard sell us because we don't want to be hard sold. So we do this to protect ourselves. But let's look at our emotions in this moment. Our greatest fear is that they are not going to accept our excuse and they're going to hard sell us. So at this moment, our defensive shield is on maximum. We do not want to be sold in this moment. So therefore, we raise our shield. And we're going to protect ourselves as much as possible in this moment when we deliver that objection. So the customer has their defense shield at maximum. Let's sort of rewind for a moment. Because I'll tell you, the best strategy is to not get the objection to begin with. That's always the best strategy. And it really takes an effective sales presentation and asking the right questions and connecting with the consumer and empathizing and really understanding their wants and needs so that we can hone in and only bring the tools that we need in order to fix the job, like the master plumber. So really the best strategy is no objections at all and just create a path for yes. So let's walk through that, but then we're going to come back to overcoming the objection. So what are the coordinates of yes? The coordinates of yes are building confidence in the outcome, removing fear of making a purchase mistake, and avoiding confusion, because a confused customer never buys. The secret sauce in overcoming objections is to understand the defensive psychology of the customer at the moment of offering an objection. Once their defensive shield is removed, a path to yes is much more likely. This chapter is part of a deep dive into this subject. You'll find the full online course and many others at allinonemattressexperts.com. As a special thank you for tuning in today, use the coupon code SAVE50% to save 50% on all our classes at allinonemattressexperts.com. I want to thank Bedding News Now and Englander for sponsoring Uncle Munkle content. Thanks for joining me today.